Brady still going. First down and more at the 30-yard line. Finally brought down at the 20-yard line.
Hello, Vikings, and welcome back to Grove Street. My name is Boston Harding, and later I will be joined by Jack Barnard here for some more Vikings football. Today's matchup is the Pleasant Grove Vikings going against the Westlake Mighty Thunder. And we will be doing the tunnel run out in just one moment. And sorry for a little jumbled around. It's a little bit of a crazy day today. We're getting everything still fixed, and we do have a new person on the Zoom camera right now, so we might have a couple issues today, but we'll do our best. Coming into this matchup, the Pleasant Grove Vikings are 0-1 after losing the last week's game versus American Fork, their season opener. They lost it 16-36, losing by 20, and having a phenomenal first quarter. They had 2 picks in 3 minutes, one of them being a pick 6 by Corbin Robbins, number 16, and then the other interception was by number 24, Ryder Huntsman. And we will take just a minute to go to the national anthem. I will continue what I was saying from then. I accidentally grabbed the wrong headset. There we go. Back after the national anthem. Thank you to who sung that. I unfortunately did not hear their name, but it was sung great. But as I was saying, the Westlake Mighty Thunder come into this game 1-0, taking a 42-21 win last week over Highland, putting on a great game for them. A couple of key players coming into this game on both sides of the ball on both teams. For Pleasant Grove, their starting quarterback, number 5, Cannon Jacobson, who he did have a very impressive 56.7% completion rate in that last game, somehow only scoring a 41.4 QB rating, a 41.4. which is rather, or quite low compared to Westlake's starting quarterback, who had a QB rating of 93.8. And then just before kickoff here, looking at a couple more stats from last game, Ryder Huntsman, number 24, had 67 receiving yards. Carter Wilkes had 32. Tavake Wolfgram had 66 rushing yards. Clayton Wignall had 9 tackles. And then Cannon Jacobson having the 56.7 pass completion rate. As we are underway now, the kickoff received a couple of thunder down on the field as getting brought down by the Vikings near the 35-yard line. I believe they will place it on the 34. Luke Bills getting on the tackle, the first tackle of the game on the kickoff as the Westlake offense comes out onto the field. Their starting quarterback being a sophomore, number 7, Silas Tamuapiu. They've got a couple of hard names to say. I'm gonna mispronounce a lot of them this game. Twins left, single right. Pleasant Grove calling some defensive plays, sorry. Play fake, up the middle, scrambles to the left, gets it up the middle, stopped by the Vikings, gets brought down for a no gain on the play, will be brought down at the 34-yard line. Jackson Mortensen getting the tackle on that one. He is great defensively and offensively. Plays both ways on the defensive line and offensive line, as it will actually be a loss of 1, and now it's 2nd and 11. Twins left, single right. Vikings call another defensive play. Looks to be almost the same. Play fake, deep pass, but too early. The wide receiver, number 13, Malik Sika, a senior, one of the star players for this team, having quite a game last game. He had 57 receiving yards on 1 reception. So that's pretty good if I say so myself. Now 3rd and 11. Takes a snap, rolls to his left, getting chased down, shoves it, and picked off. Oh, it was barely not picked off by Corbin Robbins as he fumbled it out of bounds. Didn't have quite full control of the ball. Will now make it 4th and 11. The Mighty Thunder will decide to take the punt, going 3 and out on their first drive of the game. With 10:52 on the clock, a good punt. Touches down at the 35-yard line, will continue to roll past the 20, the 15, before getting picked up by the Mighty Thunder at the 14-yard line. It'd be quite a punt. I didn't see who punted that, actually. But that will bring the Viking offense onto the field for the first time. We saw them have an incredible first quarter last game versus American Fork. Probably put on their best performance in 2 or 3 years. But we'll see how they do today. First and 10 for the Vikings on the 14-yard line. Run up the middle and breaking through for 6 yards. Drew Jensen picking up 4 yards for the Vikings on their first down. As look who's joining me, Jack Barnard. trips right, single left for the Vikings. Corbin goes in motion. It's a screen pass, but bobbled, unable to be caught. That'll make it third and 4.
Sorry, I gotta catch my breath. I just ran here. So, give me a second.
How are we doing today, Jack?
I'm good. I am good.
Apart from missing about 2 minutes of Viking football.
Well, unfortunately, people at the gate would not let me in, so I had to explain myself.
I apologize. I wasn't able to run down. Thank you for printing these out. I had a bunch of notes written down. Deep pass on the left field line, and it's caught! It is not!
And they call incomplete.
Oh, it really looked like Ryder Huntsman had that ball.
So here's we got some interesting things about PG versus Westlake, you know? Some interesting history between these two teams.
Yeah, quite a lot of history. It goes back to 2011 now. 2011, 2012, or 2013, I apologize.
Westlake was only built in 2009 and was a 4A until 2013, which they then transferred to 5A, and when 6A was created, they moved to 6A. So, sorry. Really had to catch my breath. I ran up a lot of stairs. So
the Vikings also go 3 and out for their first drive. They picked up 6 yards on the first run by Drew Jensen, but not much else happened after that. As Jack, I don't know if you've looked at this roster for Westlake yet.
It's got some crazy, awesome names in it.
Yeah, I already tried to pronounce the quarterback, did not go well.
Yeah, the quarterback's name, let me find it.
There's also that guy, Silas.
Silas? Temoopea.
Run up the middle by number 25, Dylan Blakey. That one's an easier name for us to pronounce. We'll pick up 2 yards and make it 2nd and 8.
Temoopea.
You believe?
If that's wrong, then
there's also one.
It's a pretty crazy name.
Yeah, Kylan Zoomphone Fakadi.
Zoomphone Fakadi. I like it.
I don't remember as him or one of his brothers in wrestling. As a run picks up the first down, or maybe just short from Dylan Blakey. As that will be enough to move the sticks, will be the first down for either team here in the first quarter with about 9 minutes on the clock.
Got a lot of interesting stuff. You can throw this one away.
We got a lot of papers here right now.
Yes. So I don't know what you've talked about before the game here about Westlake and Pleasant Grove.
I did a little bit of quarterback comparison, and then a little bit about a little bit of stats, but we did just have a great sack there coming from number 0 for the Vikings, Clayton Wignall. He kind of spun him around, landed on his back, so he wasn't called down yet. Got up and ran about 2 yards before being brought back down. Will be
tremendous play by Lignall there.
Yeah, a 5-yard loss on the play makes it 2nd and 15. Jack just drew on my hand.
That's my bad. Got a lot. I'm just trying to get this all organized here. There's a lot of crap.
Oh, no, you're good. A run up the middle gets stopped by a couple of Vikings. As there is a player down on the field.
And let's talk about Pleasant Grove versus Westlake. Pleasant Grove's all-time record against Westlake, 10-3.
And those 3 losses have come in the last 4 years.
Right, 2021, 2024, and 2025. currently on a 2-game losing streak to the Thunder right now.
Oh, sorry, the last 4 years. I apologize. They
Right.
won in 23 and 22.
The longest losing streak to the Thunder of all time. There's some standouts in their matchup history. 2018, biggest margin of victory. They win 56-0 that year, and that's also one of their only 2 shutouts that they've had against the Thunder. Got Boston left for a minute, but some other important games that have happened there. 2022, the smallest margin of victory ever. It was only by 7 points. It was a 7-0 win in a game in a season where Pleasant Grove was trying to bounce back from a rough 1-10 season. You also have 2013, first ever matchup against Westlake. PG shut them out 17-0. Oh. Down for the Thunder right now.
Do you see what number he is? 70?
72, I believe. This is Kaysen Ashby. Kaysen Ashby plays both O-line and D-line. He's a senior. You do not want to see any major injuries to
A two-way player?
a two-way player that's also a senior. That is rough stuff.
Yeah, and on both offensive and defensive line, which is a pretty crucial position to be playing, that is not someone you want to see down, especially for this long.
Right?
Sorry, what did you talk about where I was gone for a minute?
Just the game history and some of the standout games that have happened. So, of course, 2013, their first ever game against the Thunder, it's a 17-0 win. One of the 2 shutouts. Their first ever matchup was a shutout. But that real standout there is 2018. I mean,
Yeah,
a
the
56-0 win. Incredible, to be honest. So Pleasant Grove versus Westlake. Also an interesting, rivalry-ish because Westlake is the farthest school from Pleasant Grove. If you, as you know, it used to be their farthest ever thing they had to travel. Quarterback's got space. He runs. He's brought. No, it's a fake bring down by the Vikings, only to be brought down again later.
This is the second time already that the Vikings have missed a tackle, and they've gotten back up and gained an extra yard or 2.
Trying to figure out who was the one who brought him down.
As there's another Westlake player on the field.
And this time, I believe it's their QB. Silas Tamopeya.
Is it Pia or
Pea? Po? Again, if anybody can tell us in the chat how wrong we are.
Adriana Wolfgram, are you there?
Exactly, right? So you went over some of their quarterback comparisons there, huh?
Yeah, I did the quarterback rating, and then I said the completion rate for Kanan Jacobson, a great 56.7.
Right. And with Silas, his completion percentage is only .385, but he also only had to take 13 attempts.
Yeah, compared to Cannon's 30.
30, yeah. So he makes 17 of 30 with Silas completing 5 of 13. But Silas also averaged 33 yards per throw when Cannon averaged 8.
Yeah.
Also, the longest gain for Silas, it was 57 yards. Meanwhile, Cannon Jacobson's longest gain is 34, and it was on that one play.
Yeah, that one 57-yard gain went to Malik Sika, which was his only reception that game.
Really? Wow. So there's a 52% difference between Cannon and Silas as quarterbacks. And Silas is only a sophomore, by the way.
Yeah, and Cannon was starting varsity as a junior due to a lot of Viking injuries.
Yes. Injuries have plagued this team for the last while.
Probably the last 3 years have been quite bad in terms of player health.
Right. And it's hard, you know, as a high school team, you're just trying to play your best, but when you have players going out due to injury, it's no good.
And it does look like Westlake will bring in their backup freshman quarterback, J.J. Latu.
J.J. Latu only had 2 passing attempts in their home opener against Highland. He goes 0 of 2, averages 0 yards. He has 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. And, yeah, he just has pretty much no stats to even really go off of with only two throws even being attempted. So, kind of interesting there.
And I didn't even realize Westlake going for it on the 4th down. So that will be a turnover on downs with the Vikings offense now coming out. Cannon Jacobson forced or had a 3-and-out drive on their first drive, picking up the 6-yard run coming from, who was it? I believe, deep pass, unable to be completed. It was by number 25, Drew Jensen. That's who got the run.
And I say that, you know, looking at J.J. Latu's percentage, he's a 39.6 overall QB. Meanwhile, that's the exact same rating as Pleasant Grove's backup in Jack Christopherson, who's a junior. And so here you have Westlake here. Like, they're going to be struggling a little bit.
Shovel
Bit of a
pass.
lateral pass to Corbin Robbins is, you know,
There's a flag down on the play. That got thrown from, wow, that was a long throw of a flag. That came from the other side of the field.
Yeah, and, you know, Westlake does a couple of interesting things, you know. Their home opener was a 21-point win against the Highland Rams. However, when compared to Pleasant Grove's home opener against number 8 American Fork at the time, which they have now been ranked down 1 based off of not completely blowing out the Vikings, ish. And, you know, you think about it, Westlake wins a game against number 71 in the state by 21 points and went through the first quarter down 7. You know, they get outscored 14-7 there in the first, and they proceed to shut down Highland for 2 quarters in a row. And then they give up 7 more points in the fourth quarter, but it doesn't matter because they outscored them 14-7 in the fourth quarter. So they go 7, 7, 14, 14, I believe, in their respective quarters. Also, a little bit of an insider report that I've heard. Allegedly, there's been a little bit of locker room beef inside of what, you know, in Westlake's program right now, and so this might be a time that Pleasant Grove takes advantage of a Westlake team that is struggling internally.
Yeah.
You know, and of course I don't really know any of the details. All I've heard is, you know, hearsay, just like, hey, this probably happened. I don't know.
A 15-yard penalty coming from a face mask on the Vikings will make it 2nd and 35 or 25.
Jacobson looks left and it hits. Carter Wilkes, number 22, gets brought down at the 35-yard line. Now in Thunder territory on a huge play for the Vikings with a 50-yard reception. Wow, absolutely incredible, Boston. I cannot believe what I just saw. Absolutely class from Cannon Jacobson, looking left in the pocket, sees Carter Wilkes on a blown coverage and hits him right in his spot. And Carter Wilkes, if he had one more step ahead of that defender, he would have gone all the way.
A great reception to kick back this drive after being 2nd and 25 on the, I believe it was the 20-yard line.
Jacobson looks forward. There he goes into the pocket. He slides and is hit. Some people arguing for a late hit there. Coach LePan unhappy, yelling at sideline referee.
As Cannon looks a little shaken but gets up, ready for the next play.
Looks like Carter Wilkes is actually kind of limping a little bit there, looking at the sideline like, hey, I don't know what's going on here.
He might just be a little tired from
He might be.
that really long route. And it looks like in the comments we did get the correct name. It is Tao Mao Peo.
Taumapeo.
Vikings getting the play call, or the referee saying something. Now the Vikings getting the play call.
Jacobson trips right, and he's got option play on the left there. Jacobson in the pocket, looks right, goes deep, hits Ryder Huntsman. Huntsman gets the first down. And now approaching the red zone here, Pleasant Grove. And here we go. This is what Pleasant Grove was building off of last game. You know, we saw some extreme success from them in the first half, just for a bit of a stumble and fall, you know, in the second there. And I think that Pleasant Grove versus American Fork was a winnable game, but there you go. You know, rivalries do things to people, you know, and it's hard. It's hard to win those games. Jacobson scrambling. Looks right, throws it to Huntsman. Does he get the reception or not? And give it to him.
He does.
I also appreciate this Pleasant Grove crowd showing up, even though a disappointing home opener last week. You know, I think that maybe that culture of, you know, lose one game, don't come back again is gone.
Yeah.
And that's a good culture to be gone.
They definitely did a good job at...
Fineo hook up and no good. It's caught in the backfield by the Thunder. I said Weber and I immediately knew it was wrong. Yeah, someone did check in. Great to see it.
Our Wi-Fi currently... By Corbin
Robbins. It's true. Has And good news, ladies and gentlemen, Trey Weber gets up on his own feet and walks with his own fruition off the field. So they're going to take him to the medical tent here.
He is holding his right side, maybe a rib.
Hit real hard, and we have seen rib injuries on Pleasant Grove. A few years back, Mason Anderson breaks his rib.
And Corbin Robbins had 2 dislocated ribs, but still played on it last week.
The Thunder make it through on a big run by number 25, Dylan Blakey.
And don't worry, guys, I fixed the Wi-Fi. Hopefully that's working well for everybody.
And it will be. There's a flag on this play. Could be a free play.
It will be on the Vikings. Will be good enough for a first down. I think he called a personal foul.
Oh, a substitution infraction. Tried to pull an old Kyle Whittingham there, huh? That gives the Thunder a free first down off a 5-yard penalty, and here we go.
That will put him on the 33-yard line.
And I believe Taumapeo's back out there for the Thunder.
It looks like he is.
He's got some amazing dreads coming out the back of his helmet. I like it. Maybe not dreads, I don't know.
Twin to left, play fake, looks to his right, gets it down.
And first down completed by Brody Goodwin.
And they're saying it wasn't good enough for the first down. It will be 2nd and 1.
Oh, yep.
twins either side, or sorry, twins left, single right, two in the backfield. Going for the run on the left, takes a jab step.
Almost
and
met by Robbins, but now Ryder Huntsman brings him down.
And I believe that is just short of a first down as another Vikings player is down near the sideline.
I believe it's Huntsman himself after that. Oh, no, it's not.
I believe that might be number 44. That might not be Day-Day.
Day-Day Ale. I don't know if it is.
There's a 4. It is Day-Day Ale, number 44.
The carry for Westlake is once again Dylan Blakely. Nope, it's just Blakey.
Again, still on the 42-yard line, 3rd and 1. As a flag immediately thrown on the play.
Call false start on Westlake. Be a 5-yard penalty. It's going to make it 3rd and 6. They pull Robbins off the field.
They now place the ball on the 36-yard line, getting some hurry-up offense going. The play clock winding down, unable to get it off in time, but barely will get a delay of game.
Wow. Oh, they called timeout right before the delay of game.
Wow, right before.
It's interesting. Taumapeo calls for the snap, and they call that timeout pretty much the second it leaves the center's hands.
I thought they just barely weren't able to get the snap off in time before the play clock.
So Silas Taumapeo has 1 interception on the season so far in the only one game. And, Cannon, he doesn't have any interceptions. Now, Jet has 2, which is, that's unfortunate. And that was a struggle there. And I don't know if you were able to get any report on why Jet was playing over Cannon in some of those, crunch time moments in the American Fork game.
I believe it was just they wanted to get Jet some varsity experience on the field versus a good threat like American Fork and just give Cannon a little bit of a breather.
Okay. Well, it's good to know. Trips right. Single left for Taumapeo.
Almost gets the jump on the offensive line. Deep ball to number 13. Covered well. Broken up, and it's incomplete. Number 7.
Davian Aquine.
Some great defense.
Absolutely amazing. And that'll bring out special teams for Westlake.
Back to return for the Vikings, number 24, Ryder Huntsman.
Going up for the punt, 4th and 6. Whistle blown and flag down on the play.
Another false start on the Thunder.
And for the person asking in the comments what number is Young for Westlake, he's number 43, Jaden Young.
73.
73, did I say 43?
Yeah.
I meant 73. Now 4th and 11, the Westlake still going for the...
for the punt.
For the punt.
They pretty much have to. There's no choice. They got pushed back even further into their territory. Another flag. And what is it this time? Referees come together.
The referees come together, make a decision. And it's a call on the Vikings.
It's a delay of game penalty on the defense.
A delay of game penalty.
Interesting. I don't know what they did to delay the game, but regardless, the punt has just got to happen. I mean, if the only way I could see it not happening is if they get a personal foul on this play right now. Which
They forgot to move the ball up after the penalty.
oh,
It's now 4th and 6 once again after 3 penalties in a row.
well, that is very interesting. So it's 2 5s and then a 10. Slow to get the punt off.
Lands down at the 42 and
Takes
will
a
roll.
big thunder bounce to get all the way to the 28. Sorry, I stole your thunder.
Oh no, you're you're good.
Stole your Westlake. So yeah, the Vikings regain possession here, way deep back into their territory, off of a pretty good punt from the Thunder here.
There's so many papers.
Yeah, should have came earlier.
Should have just stapled these all together.
Just have
Honestly,
a
that
little
might help.
setup.
First and 10 for the Vikings on the 28-yard line.
Jacobson's just got a plump of 3 on the left there. Sends it to Aquine, and Aquine gets around one guy, but then is brought down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Oh, I got someone saying in the comments that delay of game call was called on Pleasant Grove because they were either yelling something or they were clapping to try to trick the offense into snapping the ball early.
Oh, interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
I think I have, just not for that reason.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, for that reason. I've seen delay of games, but Jacobson has to scramble.
Gets it out.
Forest Pointer, he spins and he's brought down. So they're back to the original line of scrimmage pretty much. Maybe a gain of 2 yards.
As it will be, they place it on the 30-yard line. 3rd and 8. As
Oh, the quarter's over. First quarter is complete. So I don't know if they really knew their back is to the scoreboard. So
Yeah.
there's no real punishment in a quarter ending that doesn't have to do with the half. So
Yeah. As they will take a moment, it'll take probably about 3 minutes.
to resume play here as they switch which side they're attacking. You know, I gotta say, I really like this field that Pleasant Grove has got. It looks very good.
Assisting others a priority. Please direct your attention to the middle of the field as we recognize tonight's UCCU scholarship recipients.
We'll be right back. Welcome back after that little break we had there.
And a big thanks to Utah Community Credit Union and UCC, all where you can.
Have to wait for the ad read to end, and here we go. Jacobson's got Jensen in the backfield with him with trips left, single right in the gun.
In the shotgun right now.
Well, yeah, that's shotgun.
Calls for on 3rd and 8, looking to his right. Medium pass. Does he pick up the first down? He gets the reception, and it is just short. Will be 4th and 1. Ryder Huntsman picking up the reception on that one, getting brought down on a bit of a short throw. Will make it 4th and 1 on the 39-yard line.
I like that. Pleasant Grove's crowd does the little, like, the Norway thing. That was pretty sick. Okay, so it's 4th and basically 1 foot here. And
a timeout called on the Vikings side.
That's Pleasant Grove's 2nd of the half. And not a terrible time to use it, to be honest. First half timeouts, you know, they're a bit less punishing to use.
Yeah, especially in a 0-0 first quarter and going just about a minute now with just one play happening.
You know, I think it was a good decision by Coach LePan, and that's why he's the head coach. You know, he knows what he's doing, and I'm enjoying it. You know.
Yeah, coming into his 3rd year now.
2nd, but yes.
Was it 2nd?
Yes.
Are we sure?
Coach Walkenhorst was the coach when I was a senior, which was 2 years ago.
Oh, I don't remember that. I thought this was LePan's his 3rd year. Apparently it's his 2nd. Okay.
Got Coach Fugel out there talking. As I was corrected this week, he is the O-line coach, not the D-line.
Twins left. Ryder Huntsman goes in motion. Looks his left. A whistle was blown immediately. Will be a false start.
All-star penalty on the offense. 5-yard. Reading 4th down.
Will be 4th and 6 now. Vikings will choose to punt.
Yeah, they bring out special teams after that one.
Derek Brenton, number 3, going with the punt here. It's a good snap, gets it out.
Goes far and bounces out of bounds at the 36. Once again, we see a change of who's offense, who's defense here. If we didn't go over the stakes of winning this game, you know, Westlake here, they have to prove to the rest of 6A that their home opener win against Highland wasn't just a team beating up on a weaker 71st ranked Highland. You know, that they're here to win so that they can prove to the rest of 6A why they're there to play. And for Pleasant Grove, we'll get to it in a minute here.
Looking to his left, a screen pass, and Ryder Huntsman breaking out of it quickly to get the tackle.
And it was 24 on 24 as it was
Quan Swumfo Fakadi.
good as I could say it. Very cool last name there. I like it.
On my notes, I shortened it to just Sum. That was a lot easier than writing out 20 letters.
20 letters per time.
Will be 2nd and 10 after Ryder Huntsman gets the tackle. Rolling to the right, thrown over the middle, and it's caught! Wow! Number 13, Malik Sika picks up the huge first down to put the ball in the Viking territory on the 49 yard, that's not the 49, 44. There we go.
Yes.
I can do my math.
Viking 44. Malik Sika on their varsity basketball team too, I believe.
Yeah, he's insane. He is insane at basketball. Calling for the snap, handoff towards the left, running towards the sideline. Blakey picks up 3 or 4 on the play. We'll pick up 3. Make it 2nd and 7. or sorry, 2nd and 8, picks up 2 yards.
Got Westlake plenty of students showing up from all the way across the lake.
Yeah, which is pretty crazy. It's about a 35 minute drive plus traffic.
That's impressive, you know.
Calls the snap, has to run.
Tamapeo's got room, and he's brought down by 2. Vikings at the same time. That was Lingo and Brinton both going for him.
I'll make it 3rd and 6.
They're down. Very important here. If the Vikings can stop this, they can get some serious momentum on their hands. Tamapeo in the pocket. Looks deep. Passes to Sika, and it's too far. Straight into the corner of the end zone.
As there is a flag down on the play.
Off the incomplete pass to Malik Sika, Tamapeo went for the fences. Personal foul on the offense.
On the offense, a 15-yard penalty, repeat 3rd down.
And here we go. That is a big loss for Westlake, as they're going to have to operate on a 3rd and 21.
That'll push the Thunder back to their own 44-yard line. It is a loss of down. It is now 4th down.
And a loss of down makes it 4th and 21.
What?
I didn't know. I didn't realize a personal foul. Yeah.
Oh, yes, it does. That's right. And so here, Westlake didn't realize it either, and they had to bring out their special teams after a second.
That lost them 10 seconds on the play clock. They got 15 to get the punt out.
5 seconds and ticking. Punt is shanked, and it goes not as far as it could. It does take a favorable little spin jump, but not quite as favorable as our last punt that we saw.
Yeah, lands on the 30 in Viking territory.
Ironically, the Pleasant Grove Vikings end up in the exact same position that they were on the last absolutely incredible punt. It was just that, they could have been put in a much worse situation. And the Pleasant Grove student section filling out even more. And nothing brings me more joy than that. People they're just enjoying their life, knowing that, this is a time of life that it's not replaceable.
Yeah, I'd say if you're watching, if you're able to come to these games, you definitely should. A run on the left side, unable to get brought down after a while. Tavake Wolfgram picks up a couple yards for the Vikings.
Oh, it is. His jersey's a bit folded, and it looks like he's Clayton Lignall.
Looks like a 0.
Yeah, it's hard to tell with that 8.
Picked up 5 on the run. Now 2nd and 5. Calling for the snap, play fake, thrown over the middle and caught.
And that's a
big
called a complete pass, and that's incredible. You know what else is incredible? Our black jerseys. I really like them.
They are. I love the stripes on the legs.
Exactly. Are they new?
Pads.
Do you know?
I believe last year, yes.
Okay.
Run up the middle again. Tavake Wolfgram picks up about 5 or 6 again. You guys didn't hear, but I did. Bless you.
It happens. It's a good thing. I have fully sneezed into the mic before.
Yeah, oh, I know. When you were sick and still came?
That was not a good day. Oh, and we got a little bit of an injury here for the Vikings. And we're going to take an injury timeout for a second. Injury is over. I don't even truly know who it was that was
It was
down.
Easton Rollins, number 61.
Struggling there. Easton Rollins.
A senior for the Vikings. I believe plays, I don't remember where he plays. I think, or it's offensive and defensive line.
Plenty of seniors on this team. Handoff to Robbins. He's brought down.
Gets a gain of 2, puts the ball on the 50.
Oh, a bit of a scuffle again. I'm seeing a familiar face in a lot of them. You know, there's been a lot of scuffles between. I assume it's just a common cornerback versus just wide receivers. So
Yeah.
it's just happening. Tensions are high. As we explained earlier, Westlake is in a must-win situation. If they don't, they're immediately exposed into 6A. As they beat up probably one of the bottom 3 5A teams, and now they have to go and play all the top dogs.
Yeah.
And that includes Corner Canyon.
Yeah, Corner Canyon, it might not look good for him.
Tamau Pale has a 90. He's like a 98 overall, 93.
93.8.
Yeah, Corner Canyon's quarterback is 102. Oh, he's so good. It's not even funny.
Who is it, Diesel Dart?
I'm not sure. Diesel Dart's not a quarterback.
I saw the wrong thing. Sorry.
You're all good. Jacobson looks left to Ryder, and it's
Just out of reach.
short. Ryder finally escapes that double coverage, but not in time. Also, something that is of interest to just general high school football fans. Lone Peak is playing IMG Academy right now at
Really?
Lone Peak.
At Lone Peak.
Mm-hmm.
I bet a lot of people are showing up for that one.
Yes. I believe it costs lots of money to get.
Probably, yeah.
If you guys aren't familiar, 2 years ago, IMG Academy, ranked like number 2 in the nation, played Corner Canyon in Draper and lost. Jacobson
Deep pass, looks for it, is caught out of bounds. It will not count as an interception for number 2 on Westlake, Daxton Schaugard, I believe. And also, just another reminder for those in the comments, we do have a couple of new people on the cameras today, so if there are a bit of inconsistencies or anything wrong with it, please be lenient. This is a student-ran program and stream. We are thankful to have alumni Jack Barnard here commentating with me, but just to let you guys know, we are doing our best. It is the start of a new school year. We've got a bunch of new people, and we're still in training.
Exactly. Jacobson's got room.
He's running. He's got a blocker. One man to beat. And he picks up a lot.
Wow. Cannon Jacobson looking like Fernando Mendoza out there as he gets, he's got few people just hanging on to him and he falls down, reaching forward.
Yeah, that easily picks up the first down.
First and 10 from the 16-yard line.
First and 10 on the 16-yard line. Got twins each side. Looks to his left, looks over the middle, steps through, and lost it.
Carter Wilkes almost has it.
Pass intended number 22, Carter Wilkes.
As this is the closest the Vikings have been to the end zone. They were on the 16-yard line twice now in two different drives, this one and earlier in the first quarter. And they were unable to make it work on the first drive, nearly in the same spot. I believe they were on the left hash, not the right.
Second and 10 for the 16.
Jacobson's got two men in the backfield with him as support.
Jacobson looking for a play call. Thinks he's got it wrong as they will take a timeout, or Westlake will take a timeout, actually.
And they're worried. This is the first time the Vikings have truly been in the red zone this game. Once again, student broadcast here, and we're so grateful for our opportunity to have students broadcast this game, try to show their passions, in sports broadcasting. As it's not a very commonly offered thing in high school, and so it's a very unique thing that we have going here.
I believe we are the only fully student-ran sports broadcasting program. We do have a teacher helping us, but he's not here at the games with us. We, as the students, are running the stream completely on our own. Yeah, and it's absolutely incredible. And you got your first couple games of the season, or first couple weeks of the school year, and I think as football might be, Jacobson looks right, pass to Huntsman as he's brought down after staying up for just a second there. I gotta say, football being, sort of the flagship product that PGSN creates, that is unfortunate timing to have it be right at the beginning of the school year. But, still, we make it work. School started on Wednesday, so I really think that, it's a really awesome thing. Equal formation, goes in motion. Cannon looks to his right, scrambles a little bit, gets a throw off in the end zone. Good. Force pointer, Landon Force pointer gets the reception on the right of the end zone and picks up the first passing touchdown for Cannon Jacobson.
First passing touchdown for the Vikings all season.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you count AF's quarterback passing to us, which did happen. Absolutely incredible.
Might be able to count that.
Final Hafoka.
Kick is up and good.
Great showing from the Vikings to stay, under pressure, their first time truly in the red zone this game, and they deliver. Yeah, right there, a couple of great little passes on the right side there, and Ryder Huntsman, Landis Force pointer. They're using Corbin Robbins. They're using everybody. It's awesome. They used Tavake Wolfgram for a few plays, and he was playing absolutely incredibly. So it's really great to see from this Vikings team what they're doing.
Yeah, and as you're talking about Tavake Wolfgram, I immediately spot his dad in the stands.
Absolutely throwing a party, man. It's a good time here. So, anyways, we appreciate all the support we get here on PGSN, and of course, I am alumni, but the second that there are students that want to do this, I'm out of the picture.
Well, we greatly appreciate you helping us out.
Well, thank you. Logan Bishop here to kick. kickoff into the backfield. Is that Blakey? It's not.
Number 24 this time, as he's got room on the right side. Changes direction. He's still going. He is finally brought down by the Vikings at the 42-yard line. Number 24, Clan Sufon Fakity, gets a great 30-yard reception on the kickoff, puts the ball at the 42 or 43-yard line. I believe that's a 42.
And we saw right after that, you know, Graham Robinson for the Vikings and Thor Pili Jr., you know, they kind of get in a scuffle, and Pili Jr. just kind of hit Robinson right on the top of the head with his hand, just kind of like, hey, you're good, man. Taumapea with options, 3 right. And the handoff to Blakey, and he's brought down immediately. That was by Wolfgram and Mortensen.
And on the tackle, number 0, Clayton Licknow. And 7-3, Jason Mortensen. After the line of scrimmage, second down at the 42-yard line.
You know, I gotta say, I really love the city of Pleasant Grove. It's a great place.
I will say, I did not notice that our opposing down is a little bit messed up. Looking in the middle.
Reception, wow, that was incredible. Malik Sika, again with the...
We might have gotten it in time. As we do. Davian Aquine getting good coverage, just wasn't enough against Malik Sika.
Yeah, and he can't bring him down in time, and that's going to be a new first down here for the Vikings. Or not for the Vikings,
For the Thunder.
So sorry. It's for the Vikings defense. Taumapea, he's got options, steps into it, launches straight for the end zone, and it's just out of
reach of number 24, Clan Sumfro Fakity.
Let's just call him Kylan Soon. Kylan Soon.
I mean, I can get it. You can't, but I can get the last.
I'm afraid of saying it. I'm scared. I'm just kidding.
That's like one of the only hard names that I know to get. I know how to get.
Nice.
I struggle big time with names.
Yeah, and it's hard because, you know, that's someone's family, you know.
Yeah. I try to get as much help as possible with these names from, I mean, Adriana Wolfgram, some other people in the comments, or people at the games.
Hand off to Blakey, and he kind of gets trapped behind his own guys for a second there and is brought down.
He's brought down by number 14, Luke Bills. Thunder pick up 2 on that one, makes it 3rd and 8. Viking student section getting loud, getting rushed, and passes incomplete.
And Mortensen gets pushed over after the play, and he's kind of upset for a second. Some barks from the student sections to each other. They're both big enough that they can travel across that field.
Yeah.
Pretty well. And this is such a great showing. I've seen some Viking student sections like 8 people in it. It's really...
Yeah, sometimes it's all about... like girls volleyball, last night, I saw less than 10 students.
It's our very beginning of school, so...
Yeah, and it's also not on the school's calendar.
Oh, well, that's not cool.
The punt is up and going back. Will be called a fair catch, but he doesn't catch it as they jump on the 1-yard line.
Very smart of him. There you go. The Vikings have got to go the distance here.
Could not do another 99 kick return, but that was off of a touchdown. So.
It is exactly as far as they can go, as they're going to be lining up in the end zone pretty much. You know what's interesting is one of PG's wins versus Westlake, 2015, was 34-2. So Westlake's only point was a safety.
Wow.
And I only bring that up because Westlake has the opportunity to get a safety here right now.
Twins left, 2 in the backfield, going for the handoff, running it on the 1-yard line as he is pushed back. They say they stop him at the 1, or do they get the safety? Or he picks up a couple yards on that, actually. He picks up 2.
Wow. I think the crowd was kind of confused there. The Westlake section for a second was cheering.
We apologize if there's any wind noise coming to our mics right now. We kind of want these windows open. It's a flag on the play, run up the middle again.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like at the beginning of the stream, we welcomed you. It's a windy, cloudy August afternoon here. And you know, these first couple games in August, they're going to be much different looking in October.
Yeah.
There can be some cold games.
There's been sometimes I've seen where it snows in some of the later games, like into the playoffs.
The playoffs being in November.
I believe the first game of playoffs, the first round is
Halloween.
October 21st.
Yeah, usually around Halloween. That seems like the earliest I've heard.
Sorry, the 23rd.
Okay.
October 23rd. Third and 8 for the Vikings. Twins left, looking to his right, deep pass to Ryder Huntsman. Did he get it? The ball is down and it is caught for a huge first down as 2 players fighting over the ball, trying to go for the reception and interception.
They still can't get off each other.
Ryder will pick up a huge first down, getting it all the way to the 33-yard line.
They're discussing right now, actually.
There is a penalty marker on the play.
I believe
do place the ball
holding.
down.
I believe they said it was a holding. It is.
And they just declined that penalty, and there you go. Huge first down for the Vikings.
Yeah, they'll place it on the 32-yard line, a huge first down.
You know what? And that's 32 more yards closer to their goal.
31. They were on the 1-yard line.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, 31 yards closer to their goal here.
Still a huge difference for them. They got lots of room to work with now and a new set of downs. Twins left, 2 in the backfield.
Handoff.
Fake handoff. Thrown over to Corbin Robbins. He's got a
got
room
rest.
on the sideline.
He's pushed out of bounds right into the Vikings sideline. Much to their pleasure.
That is good for another Viking first down. And he gets pushed out of bounds on the 45-yard line.
Student section chants Corbin. Very awesome. That's gotta be some pretty cool appreciation to have. Handoff to Vake Wolfgram, and he's brought down for a loss of 3.
So Vake Wolfgram with a carry. Tackle by number 8. Malachi Leilua. Second 11 for the Vikings.
Jacobson looking left, has to scramble, spins, and he's brought down for the sack and another loss of yards.
Jacobs tackled by number 20, Cooper White. For the Thunder.
Yeah, we got a timeout for the Vikings. That's their last of the half with 1 minute remaining. And 2 seconds.
12, sorry.
Oh.
The clock is a little wrong on our part just because of the system we use. It jumps a good bit ahead sometimes and refuses to pause when we press pause.
I still think it's a better clock system than most,
what you guys had in the
broadcasts.
past.
Yeah, way better than the stuff we had in the past. Used to be a picture-in-picture of the scoreboard, and that was your scoreboard in general. There was no digital graphic.
We are currently looking into doing something, hopefully sometime in the future, where we just point a camera at it, and it'll automatically display into our scoreboard. So there won't be, hopefully, any delay.
So picture-in-picture onto the digital asset. That sounds interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, they are putting in the work here at PGSN to bring home an even better product, always striving for innovation. Jacobson on 3rd and long here.
Handoff to Devake. Wolfram got 2 men to beat, still brought down, picked up about 2 yards on the play. Not good enough to get the first down. Will be about 4th and 14, it looks like, or 13.
Yeah, not much of a gain there. And I think it might have been a questionable decision to some that, you go for a handoff on that play on 3rd and long. It's, more than likely in most situations going to hear it's pass or bust, really.
Yeah, the jet sweep on 3rd and long as they bring out the punt team. Derek Brinton gets the punt off, soaring it back, and caught at the 20-yard line. Number 33. Oh, a huge hit! And
there is a flag on the play, so
quite an illegal block.
And that was rough. And a lot of people arguing. And there's some heavy boos here from the Pleasant Grove crowd as we have got a player on the ground. I'm not sure who it is. I can't.
It was number 20.
Was it 21? Was it Jake Bills?
I don't know. I saw no, because he doesn't have the Guardian cap on. Jake has the Guardian cap.
Yeah, and and they bring out a lot
of trainers. They bring out the fire department as well.
Yeah, they bring the paramedics, which is not a good sign. And this is something you never want to see. It's the worst part of sports is injury. And we will be right back after a little break for the injury.
As a player for Westlake got ejected on that. It is number 20 walking off on his own, Rock Tuiasoa.
Absolutely incredible.
And I did not hear or see who got ejected. but it was a huge hit on Rock Tuiasoa. That personal or that blindside block will push the Thunder back even more by 10 yards from where they caught it. Will be 1st and 10 on the 10-yard line, except for that offsides there. Or oh well, the clock expired for the first half, and the Vikings are up 7-0 going into the second half. And a rather interesting end to the quarter there.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, it seems like the man who was ejected is Spencer Dickerson, the wide receiver linebacker dual player. He's a senior. And, you know, a targeting call is an instant ejection and can be then disputed for a suspension. So that is an unfortunate decision that was made, and you know, while a block like that, if it was changed slightly, you know, not going with the head or shoulder first into somebody who's blindsided, it wouldn't be a targeting or personal foul. But in these circumstances, it is, and that is, you know, that was a raw hit, and there you go. So Rock Tuiasoa, he walks off on his own feet, much to the pleasure of Pleasant Grove's crowd, and
the surprise of us all, honestly,
yeah,
after
that is a huge breath of relief, you know, as they have all the paramedics out there and things. So yeah, it's a good thing for the Vikings that, you know, none of their players are injured, and you know, that's part of sports, you know. Sometimes you make the incorrect decision and it happens. Westlake down 7-0 here at halftime. We're gonna take a little bit of a break here, as you know, got the mini Viking cheerleaders. How fun for them. Anyways, we will be back with a little bit more football coverage with about 3 minutes to go in halftime. welcome back to Pleasant Grove Sports Network for second half coverage of the Pleasant Grove versus Westlake football game here on August 21st. Second? Let me check my sources. It's August 21st. So, right at the end of the first half, we had a kickoff with a crazy block. Now, the initial call given was targeting, but, you know, under further review, the call was switched to a blindside block. Therefore, the player is no longer ejected from the game, and, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's the same thing. It's personal foul, so they're going to start 15 yards back. So it's not... You know, the play that they proceeded to get where they got all the way down to the 25-yard line does not count, but at least the player is not ejected and there is no suspension watch. So there you go. Good news for Westlake, and, you know, also good news for Pleasant Grove that, you know, there has been some foul play, but nothing that has gone absolutely too crazy. As we have our... you know, the little drum to clap tradition. I'm not sure what this is really called, to be honest. I thought it was kind of cool when they did it. So here we go. Pleasant Grove versus Westlake. Second half. Coverage will continue in just a minute.
Coming back now after halftime, Pleasant Grove leads 7-0 as they will receive the kick from the mighty Thunder.
How interesting is, you know, right after the first half ends, you know, Westlake has the ball, of course, after that little foul that we had there, but they have to immediately give it up back to Pleasant Grove because of, you know, the coin toss and everything. Number 68 for the Thunder, Logan Sorensen, is the kicker here. Logan Sorensen, the senior. Into the backfield, into Wilkes' hands?
Number 2.
Oh, no, it's Ethan Passy. Haven't seen much action from him tonight, but he did have an interception. He actually had 2 interceptions on last week's game against American Fork.
Was that Ethan?
Yes, I believe
I thought that was Carter Wilkes.
No.
Okay. I don't remember. First and 10 for the Vikings. Ball spotted on the 32-yard line.
We apologize as had some crew members have to leave for the second half. And so we're currently trying to pack things up.
Play fake,
Jacobson,
deep throw.
Wow, straight to
Ryder Huntsman.
Absolutely incredible. Deep pass for the first down and some.
That is good for a Viking first down. Now the ball is on the 43-yard line. Run up the middle. Corbin Robbins, he's got a bit of room. Gets stopped by the Thunder. Is it good enough for another first down? As I believe it is. And it will be.
That's enough for a Viking.
Another run up the middle. Corbin Robbins gets a good amount of yardage.
Oh, you're right. It is called the skull chant. That's kind of a thing for the Minnesota Vikings, which would make sense. So
I believe they just called it the Viking chant. Is it this? Is it?
I think it's the skull chant, but I'm not sure.
The announcer said the Viking chant, but I'll go with whatever works. Play fake, looking towards the right side, unable to be caught.
What's in Huntsman's hands for a second there, but is dropped.
I'll make it 3rd and 5.
Third down, 4 yards. All spot at the 4-yard line for the Vikings.
Jacobson looks left, hits Tavake Wolfgram, and he's going to get the first down.
Runs through a man in the process and picks up about 5 yards. Good for the first down. We'll put the ball on the 35-yard line.
Pleasant Grove making steady progress. Plays hurry up, high pass to Ryder Huntsman as he gets through and makes about a 4-yard gain there.
Was that Ryder? It
Yes.
was. Okay, I thought that was 21, not 24. I
You're all
apologize.
good.
Second and about 5.
2nd and 5.
If Jake Bills was playing any offensive snaps, that would be news to me. Jacobson looks right at his 3 different options, sends it deep, and cannot go as the attempted interception from Westlake comes from Lincoln Frazier.
Pass intended for Landon Forced Pointer.
Third down and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Forrest Pointer pretty much got all the way there. It was maybe 2-3 steps behind where the ball was placed. So that was just unfortunate as Pleasant Grove swings for the fences there.
Yeah, they're looking for the end zone. Trips right, single left. Looks deep over to the left and incomplete.
And there's a pass interference call, I believe.
That will most likely be what was called.
Sideline ref holds his arms out in, the pass interference sign. Has to get news to the head referee here. And it is what is called pass interference, 15-yard penalty on the Thunder. And the Vikings get marched down into the red zone, deep into it.
Penalty. It's a first down for the Vikings at the 15-yard line.
15-yard. Jacobson's got 2 options in the backfield with him.
Read option goes with Tavake Wolfgram, who picks up a couple after getting tackled by another number 8, Malik Liliu. I'm not going to try again. Lealua, I believe the announcer just said.
I like it. Lealua.
He's also got some good hair coming out of the back of his helmet.
And you've seen a couple of players like that, including their
quarterback,
Silas Tamaupeo.
After the pickup of 1 from Tavake, it will be 2nd and 9 for the Vikings. Ball on the 14-yard line. Tavake goes in motion. It's a bad snap. Flags thrown.
Penalty marker on the play.
False start.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay second down.
It's going to make it 2nd and 14 for the Vikings. Deep into the red zone, and there you go. I guess not all calls go PG's way. Huh? As they were on a good streak for a minute there. It seemed like a lot of calls going Pleasant Grove's way.
Especially going back and forth.
It's true.
With the punt before, went 4th and 6,
That
then
was
11,
pretty
then
crazy.
6. Pass over the middle, finds Sky Merriweather, picks up a couple of yards over the middle comeback.
Sky Merriweather, the tight end. You haven't seen many plays involving him this game. Saw a couple last week against American Fork in Pleasant Grove's 36-16 loss. It's 3rd and 7.
Forced corner goes in motion, pass towards the end zone. Ryder Huntsman did not get it. Oh my goodness, I thought he got the one-handed snag.
It was about to be the most incredible play I have ever seen.
Didn't realize that our replay camera went out. There we go.
Got unplugged.
Yep. Forgot about that.
Officials timeout to attend to an injured player.
An injured player.
It looks
on-
like Huntsman himself out there in the corner. We'll be right back. And we're back from that little injury timeout as Huntsman scoots off the edge of the field and is in the corner there as the athletic trainers are taking care of him for a second here. Fourth and 7 here for this field goal attempt. Apologize if the scoreboard is wrong. That is the second shanked field goal of the game for the Vikings. That is unfortunate, as you know, the Westlake line here has really been able to jump right over and get those almost blocks to pressure the kicker enough in order to, and making him miss. You know, that's the second missed field goal. There's nothing else to say about it, really. Westlake will start 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. As the kick almost counts as like a punt because it went out of the back of the end zone. So they actually get
Basically a
pushed.
touchback.
They actually get pushed forward 5 yards instead. So they start on the 20 instead of the 15. So in theory, a missed 4th down would have been better for the Vikings.
Yeah. Handoff up the middle, gets a spin and brought down.
That was Dylan Blakey.
Now the tackle for the Vikings, number 3, Eric Green. 2nd and about 5.
Shout out, Sweet Prod. Oh, deep pass, looking for it and caught. Do they say he was out of bounds?
And that's disputable.
They say it's
Incomplete pass.
incomplete. Wow. But as I was saying, shout out Sweet Prod. He immediately, already 3 minutes ago, got a video out about that Cannon Jacobson pass completion for the touchdown.
Awesome. That is exactly what PGSN is looking for.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff.
Go check him out on Instagram, Sweet Prod. 3rd and 5 for the Thunder. Ball resting on the 25-yard line. Vikings making lots of noise.
Almost seems like the parents are making more noise than the students. Tamalpeo, and the Air Forces are. I can't believe it. It worked. It forced a false start from Thunder.
I believe that is the 3rd one of the game so far.
Two of them
for
happened.
the Thunder.
Yeah, the two of them happened in a row on a punt.
Yeah, on the same drive.
which it then turned into a PG delay of game.
Yeah,
which then it just pushed the game back 5 yards, and then back
10.
forward 10 yards. So
the 4th and 6 punt, which is
instead of 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, it was 2 steps backwards and a big step forward. Timapeo calling for the snap. He's got trips right. Looking for the option. Sends it quick, and he's brought down.
Dylan Blakey with the reception with a loss of yards, or just about on the line of scrimmage. Our angle is so weird to tell.
And that is Clayton Lignall, the middle linebacker, senior, that brings him down. Here for the punt for Westlake. Sorry about the quietness for a second there. Punt goes sky high.
Falls down at
Takes
the 53.
an incredible Westlake bounce. Goes an additional 20 yards practically from where it landed.
Ball spotted at him at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Vikings.
Yeah, well, if it goes that right.
And here we go, Pleasant Grove gaining possession once again here. 29-yard line. This is very familiar for them as they have marched down the field and gone to the red zone 3 different times in this game. And only been able to convert 1 time. The other 2 times they've gone for a field goal and missed. So hopefully that is not something that Pleasant Grove's opponents continue to abuse, is, their lack of kicking. Jacobson's got a lot of real estate here, and he gets through a window, gets through another one, and slides for the first down practically. We'll have to see what the referee calls here, and they do call first down.
Move ball to on the 40-yard line. And that's a Viking.
Jacobson's got trips left. Jacobson looks right, sends it to Huntsman. Huntsman's got real estate. Here he goes to the 40 and brought down at the 32-yard line.
Another huge gain for the Vikings coming from Ryder Huntsman, as he has been a decision maker in this game so far.
Momentum shifter too, and you can see like every time Pleasant Grove is down in the dumps or looking for some kind of play to get them down the field, Ryder Huntsman is your guy. Handoff to Robbins. He gets through and gets a gain of about 4.
Out of the middle by number 16, Jordan Robbins, with a gain of about 5. Just past the 30-yard line. 2nd down. Number 20, Cooper White, in on the tackle for the Thunder.
Jacobson's got 3 options on his left. Goes for the handoff to Robbins again. He gets another couple yards of gain and is brought down.
Jordan Robbins again on the carry. Picks up another 4. Third about 4 for the Vikings.
Robbins getting pulled off the field.
A timeout called from the Vikings will be their first of the half.
You sure it's not for Westlake? Oh, yeah, it is.
He pointed
Oh, yeah.
to the Vikings side. As with just about 5 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter, Vikings still up 7-0 versus the Westlake Mighty Thunder. As we've seen some great plays, some really notable ones is that huge play just a minute ago by Ryder Huntsman, as well as earlier a 34-yard gain from Ryder Huntsman as well, both on the right sideline. Some huge plays from him, a lot of yards gained as well, and he has been a great force in this Vikings team, as I believe he had just about 60 yards last game and has already gotten that in 2 plays, plus any more that he's gotten before those 2. And anything else further on into this game, we still have 17 minutes of game time. Tavake Wolfgram goes in motion, trips left as a flag is thrown for an offsides. Will be a Vikings first down.
Yeah, it's going to be an automatic first.
The announcer has been saying encroachment
It's
every
not
time.
encroachment.
It's offsides.
Yeah, it would be encroachment if they were to jump into the neutral zone and grab
Touch a player?
somebody. Then it would be encroachment. But when it's just jumping the line off of a hard count, that's an offsides.
Good, and then zoom in a little bit. Good. Actually zoom out a little bit.
Jacobson's got 2 options here in the backfield. Twins left.
Looking to his right, gets the screen pass to Tavake Wolfgram, picks up a couple before running out of bounds.
Completed pass number 8, Tavake Wolfgram. Pick up number 3.
Now bringing in Derek Brinton and who's that, number 22, Carter Wilkes, instead of Tavake Wolfgram and Corbin Robbins. 2nd and 7 with the pickup of 3. Looks to his left, looks to his right, has got a run, throws it, and incomplete on the right side. Derek Brinton and Davine Aquine both diving for the ball, covered by a man. Luckily, no collision there.
Third down for the Vikings at the 21-yard line.
Couple of substitutions here for the Vikings. I guess maybe not substitutions, but just instructions from the coach as they run back on the field here. Jacobson's got twins left. He puts Vake in Wolfgram. That's almost what I just said.
That is a loss of yards after Corbin Robbins gets brought back. And they thought it was a fumble, but he was down way before then.
It seemed like he was trying to just do like a little throwaway pass. Might have almost been
shovel.
a complete pass too. Not really sure. There's a bunch of guys right there in the middle. They read what play was going to go on, and there you go.
As the Vikings will bring out their kicker, number 97, Edgar Sandoval. Going for the 3rd field goal. It is up, and it is
Oh, it's so close. It
just short.
might not make it. Might have not made it by just a foot. As you can watch there, it goes just barely in front of the upright. So close. My
close
goodness. This has been a rough game for kicking for the Vikings here. And
Yeah, 0 for 3 with their field goals. Has got the 1 PAT, though.
And it might be a feedback loop where the more you miss, the harder it gets to make the next one, you know?
Yeah, it just keeps getting harder and harder to get the pressure put on you. But the same thing as well, if you're making all of them, you get the pressure is like, oh, I have to make this. Looks over the middle and caught. Immediately brought down by Derek Brinton. Number 10, Sloan Sua.
Yes, Sloan Sua. There's another. There's been
There's a lot of very similar names.
There's been Simon Sua, and I could have sworn there was another one, but maybe Sloan Sua was always little brother.
With a pickup of about 6, I believe. 7, so it's 2nd and 3. Calling some
Adjustment.
defensive plays. Looking back,
Maleo
getting pressure,
looks
deep
deep.
pass.
It's to
And
no one.
they'll make it 3rd and 3.
Long whistle from the referees there. That was kind of odd. Looking for Malik Sika, who's been their best receiver all game. And Westlake is still looking to put themselves on the scoreboard.
Yeah, Pleasant Grove would be thrilled to have a shutout against Westlake here, especially after losing the last 2 games to them, being 45-19 and 31-20. This one definitely being a lower scoring game, in which we have an incredible 4th quarter. Handoff up the middle, and
He's
brought down quickly by a couple of Vikings.
Now, could be feeling like jumping the gun here, but if the Vikings shut out Westlake, it will be their 4th time ever. Other 3 coming in 2022, 2018, and 2013.
Again, also 2022 was 7-0.
Yeah, it was a 7-0 win in a hard defensive battle. I commentated that game many years ago.
Back when you were a wee lad.
Wee lad, I was 15
Wow.
when I commentated that game.
Sophomore year?
Yes. Yeah, I'm kind of pushing 20 now. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, Ryder Huntsman
He
bobbles
spins
a
off of
punt.
someone and he gets...
Stiff arms 2, goes at the body of another and comes out of bounds at the 39.
From a missed catch to making 10 yards up the field.
Quite impressive. Ryder Huntsman is quick.
Yeah, he's a fast kid even with pads on, he can run.
Yeah. We saw it through baseball season. He was probably one of their quickest, probably right behind Tavake Wolfgram, which is some of the speed you don't really see out of the catcher. But he got it done, and we see it here. He's strong and powerful. He's got the speed to be the running back, one of the main running backs with Drew Jensen as well. Both being, or Drew Jensen being a senior, Tavake being a junior. As Tavake out there right now in the running back position. Gets the handoff up the middle on the right.
Gets away from him, and nearly goes to Tavake Wolfgram.
Gone!
And it's 13-0. I almost jumped the gun there. Wow. Tavake Wolfgram runs 60 yards to make that play. Absolutely incredible.
He has definitely made a name for himself after starting varsity as a freshman for a couple of games, and then his sophomore year being a main running back, and now with a 60-yard run on the right side, he has definitely been something special.
He seeks those windows and he gets through them.
Tavake coming back out there after it to be the holder.
Yeah, he's going to hold it for Sandoval, and potentially we could see the first kick go in. Well, I guess we saw our first PAT go in.
Yeah, the first PAT. We got the second one going on now from Edgar Sandoval. Kick is up and good. Skies that one above the sticks. And now make it 14-0 with 2:45 remaining in the 3rd quarter. The Vikings get the energy back up.
Pleasant Grove doing exactly what they need to, marching down the field. And this time, instead of getting all the way to the red zone, they decide, you know what, let's skip the fluff and let's just get there immediately.
Yeah, let's cross the timeline and the end zone in the same play.
Exactly. Absolutely incredible from Tavake Wolfgram. And that's exactly what they've been looking for in a player, you know, just someone who, you know, like, he finds the window and he's able to just take off and go.
Yeah.
I almost said he's got real estate again. I've already said that twice. But he had green grass, alternating between lighter and darker green on this field.
Yeah, which is a little interesting. I like the design.
I do like it.
Kick by Fisher Baldwin.
Bit of a squib.
Still rolls to the back line. Someone laid out. Going around on the left.
Oh,
the ankle.
Brought him down.
gets stiff-armed, but number 25 still gets him. Who's number 25 for the Vikings?
Drew Jensen, and Lincoln Lee is the one who gets brought down.
Ball spotted at the 27-yard line. First and 10 Colter.
And here we go. Westlake, they got a fresh set of downs. They got a whole field to march down here at the 27-yard line. See what they can do.
That energy is definitely in the Vikings' way, especially after that tackle. Couple of plays before and the 14-0 lead. Screen pass on the left side. Couple of Vikings there, which includes number 95.
Johnny Nash.
I don't have it on my paper.
Unlisted until this week with my new roster that I printed out. Someone listened to us on our last game where they said that there are some people that are unlisted.
It was probably the coaches. I know they watched this for game film. Might have been Adriana Wolfgram.
Adriana Wolfgram.
That's probably my best bet.
She might be the real MVP here. She is
of last stream. She got us those names.
She's coming clutch today with the quarterback's name, Silas Taumaupeo. Speaking of him, he's got trips right, single left.
Actually, it wasn't her that got it for us.
Oh, really? And the ball!
Did Luke get that?
So close to being intercepted. It was just barely on the ground before Luke jumps for it. Watch Luke here down on the bottom of the page.
Oh, that was so close. You can barely see it through his arm.
That's Jake Bills, not Luke Bills. My bad.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is Jake.
That's a personal foul. Roughing the passer on the knee.
Oh, there was a roughing the passer. Let's go back.
We didn't even see that in the replay that we played.
It's not the one we were looking at.
So push 15 yards up and given a fresh set of downs. Here's the replay here of roughing the passer. Watch Taumaupeo.
That is not who we were looking at first.
Oh, and Jackson Mortensen pushes him after the fact of the ball being thrown. With being realistically, if he were to hit him without his hands, then it wouldn't have been a roughing the passer call. But as he pushes out, that is what causes that to be a foul. And can that be a momentum shifter for the Thunder right now? As they make another first down right after that.
Yeah.
They cross the timeline, and here we go. Oh, there's a flag on the play. Never mind.
Is it still called the timeline in football? I said that because of basketball.
I kind of like it. Some might not. I don't know. I don't like mixing sports.
Is holding on the offense.
So that is a 20-yard swing right there. That is absolutely bonkers. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, they went from a first down with an extra 3 yards. I didn't see who had it. It was getting covered by Davina Quine, who got the tackle on that play. But it gets pushed back all the way back to the 30 to make it 1st and 20.
Taumaupeo got the option with trips right.
There's so many bugs in here right now.
August Knights. Taumaupeo scrambling.
Ooh, jukes a defender. Throws over the middle. Running towards the right. Brought down by Jake Bills.
Jake Bills with the help of Luke Bills, his brother. They bring down the same man.
I didn't even notice that. As there is another flag on the play.
And this has been the quarter of flags. As there, I mean, this has got to be itching closer towards the higher amount that we've seen on PGSN ever.
Yeah, this has been, it's got turned into 5 minutes of game time that got dragged out to probably 12, 13 minutes by now.
Yeah, and it, you know, and that's 12 minutes of game time. So
and
5 minutes of active plays.
It's actually been 4, not 5. Just
so 4 minutes of active plays has been, 15 minutes-ish.
It was a personal foul on the Vikings. Will be an automatic first down. 15-yard penalty.
So it could have, it's probably on Luke or Jake Bills.
Yeah,
did think
it
it
said it was
was-
a hand to the face, I believe they called it. It was something about a face.
So just a hand to the face without grabbing the face mask.
Will be 1st and 10 on the 45-yard line. Now under a minute to go, about 50 seconds. Play fake gets blocked, still completed, and Luke Bills is there to get the tackle, and Aquine comes to help him out.
Number 14, Luke Bills in on the tackle.
Luke Bills after the tipped ball from, I believe, Hunter Robinson.
Hey, I've seen some fireworks over on the left if you look just above the scoreboard, Jack.
Wow, I don't know what's up with that, but that's pretty cool.
All spot on the 42-yard line.
Looks way out there.
Yeah. It's probably Orem.
No, that's got to be Vineyard. It's down by the lake.
Trips right, low. It's a screen pass, number 24. Trips him up, and they come down hard. Number 24, Clan Sumphone Faculty with the reception there as
That's going to be
clock-
at the end of the quarter. And we go into the final quarter of play. Pleasant Grove up 14-0, but Westlake inching ever closer to that red zone. Can they put points on the board after 36 minutes of play? We'll be right back with the fourth quarter starting.
Back with the fourth quarter of play with the Pleasant Grove Vikings going against the Westlake Mighty Thunder.
It's 3rd and 1 here for the Thunder on the 36-yard line. Tamalpeo looking. Pleasant Grove shows blitz. They do blitz. Pressure on Tamalpeo. He goes deep, and it's to nobody.
Questionable call for, or questionable intent for intentional grounding, but probably not.
Well-
There was a receiver within 10 yards.
And I think intentional grounding changes when you're, if you're getting pressured in a way that's like dangerous. I think it's kind of odd. It's also kind of up to the referee a lot of times, which is a little bit odd when it comes to high school sports. Whatever the ref says goes. There's no reviewing, and the only review they do is refs all talking to each other.
And I'm pretty sure it also affects it if they throw it out of bounds, I
Yes,
believe.
if they throw it out of bounds, it shouldn't be intentional grounding at all.
Goes run up the middle. They get it, and they got
Past
round.
everybody, and he's brought down.
A great job by Luke Bills. That's Jake Bills. I apologize.
No,
No,
it's
it's
Luke
Luke.
Bills.
I was right the first time.
Remember, Jake
As-
wears the Guardian cap.
A helmet is off from someone on
On the
the
Thunder.
Thunder. Number
Looks like-
52, Matthew Benson. Not sure what was going on. A lot of whistles. No flags came off or came down.
And they move the chains down, so they get a fresh set of downs ever closer. They're 2 yards away from the red zone here.
Trips left, singles right.
Tamalpeo looks
Looking
deep,
left.
sends it way in there, and Davian Aquine just slaps it out of the air. Wow, watch that.
Great defense by Davian Aquine, number 7 on the left.
Watch there, bottom left part of your screen, and it was just barely off camera, but again,
I think we got it last second.
pretty much the last second that you could see it.
2nd and 10, ball on the 22. Again, trips left, Twins right this time with a person off the ball. Looks to the right, pass completed to number 10 as he might be just short of the first down.
I think he was. He runs on the outside of the chain marker.
Yeah, he's got basically 1.5. Hurry up offense, same play. They look for the end zone and can't get it, incomplete.
That was a great idea from the Thunder, as if it wasn't for Ethan Passey's quick reaction time along with Ryder Huntsman.
They just about had that touchdown. It hit the receiver's hands, and then Ethan Passey came in to break it up last second.
And it's 4th and 2.
Looks like they're going for it, or they could do a surprise
and I don't
off like American Fork did.
Yeah, and I don't think there's an option here for Westlake. They're getting pressured more and more. You know, 4th quarter with no points on the board.
As
and they call it.
Was it a timeout?
Timeout.
It was. Yeah, timeout. Westlake will be their first of the second half.
Missing iPhone in the stadium, I guess.
I didn't even see someone bring it up.
Yeah, I don't know. Must have been on the other side. So Pleasant Grove, they got some. You know, they got a score to defend here. You know, and it's not just the glory of having a shutout. That's not the important part. The important part is keeping the game out of reach.
Yeah, and picking up the win in their second game versus this team.
Yeah, and to be honest, Pleasant Grove has to burn another half of the time that's on the clock right now. If they can get down to about 5 minutes left with a 14-point lead, that's when things might start becoming more in their favor. Mapeo's got a lot of options here. Does a handoff. He's brought down.
Is that enough for the first down?
I can't tell. What do they call?
As I believe that they say it is.
Yeah, officials
as
kind of.
they will measure to see if they got the first down or not. As they bring out the chains.
Always so nerve-wracking, this moment where they zoom in on the chains. And what is it? It's a... What are they calling it?
That's not enough. Do they bring out the index card? That is so close. Do they bring out the index card? Just maybe.
Oh, it's a turnover! The Vikings, they maintain. And wow, that is incredible. I can't
Great
believe what I
defense.
just watched.
Amazing defense from the Vikings. That needed another inch to get over and get a first down.
Maybe even less. I don't know if they brought out the card, but both sides were arguing. I mean, they put it down. I couldn't tell. It was like from here. It was hard to tell, but man, that was
close.
awesome.
Yeah, that was amazing defense from the Vikings right there.
And you
to
know,
hold them.
It's amazing to see the Vikings defense doing so well, as that's somewhere that they have struggled a lot in the past, in these past couple years. So here we go, a turnover on downs. And Rocket Wolf gets past a lot of people and he's flipped, but he gets the first down.
Picks up some good yards there from Tavake Wolfgram.
And for a second, I thought he was going to get away again.
I thought so too, and then he got
flipped. You know, it's like when people are trying to learn how to do a backflip and they have a spotter that flips them. That was what they did, except he wasn't trying.
Twins right, single lefts person in the hip. I believe that's Merriweather.
Wolfgram. Oh, wait, no.
It
never
is
mind.
Merriweather. Run up the middle. They bring him back. Wolfgram with the run up the middle.
10-20 and counting. It looks like it's going to be,
Loss of 1.
yeah, just 2nd and 11 here. Pleasant Grove lining up. He's got 2 backs with him.
They're going Wildcat formation. They got
Yeah, they snap it
Robinson.
directly to Robbins.
Oh, I said
And he-
Robinson.
Almost gets around his man. Number 6, Lincoln Frazier. We've seen 2 Wildcat formation plays be ran this season. Only 1 in each game, and both were snapped to Corbin Robbins directly, and both I don't think, gave them much to work with here. As here they are on a 3rd and 12, or it just says 3 and 2. I don't know what's up with that, but on the big scoreboard. Jacobson sends Robbins in motion. He looks right. He sends it to Huntsman. Ooh. And there's a penalty called. Couple of flags thrown. And wow, that
Definitely pass interference on that one.
the main referee throws his flag. He must have thrown it 18 yards.
Oh, it just goes off camera.
You can see that
Kinda see
second
it.
flag fly from way outside.
You kind of see it for just a second there.
Watch. Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Yeah, that's just at the end. Or the beginning, sorry.
Watch this flag come in. Oh,
Oh, my bad,
no,
my
it's
bad.
okay, it's okay.
If you said it earlier, I would have left it. There you go. You got to see it for like a 5th time.
Watch this flag come in. Right there. It flies in from way off screen.
I think that's the guy that threw it the other time, where he threw it like 20 yards.
Yeah, he's got quite the arm on him. Maybe he used to be a quarterback.
Reliving his glory days.
I guess.
Trips left, handoff up the middle. Couple of rollovers ran by Drew Jensen.
Yeah. The baseball player.
He's
Dual
a-
sport athlete.
Yeah, JV catcher as well. And then Tamake is a starting varsity catcher.
Technically, you also have Connor Ibarra on the roster right now, but
He plays left field, a little bit of right, mostly just outfield. But he is still injured with a left shoulder injury. Last week, he did practice in pads for the first time. He was throwing some good balls.
yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, Kenan Jacobson's doing some good stuff right now, as his pass to Huntsman is good, and that's going to be a gain of about 5, 6,
Yeah, 5 or 6. It's caught on the 45, so
2 yards to go here. 3 and 2.
said the ball was. So it's a 7-yard gain. Says. Oh. Yeah, it was a 7-yard gain, makes it 3rd and 2. Equal formation. Actually, not anymore. Still is, actually. Wow.
Yeah, they kind of changed it a couple times.
As Pleasant
Delay
Grove
of
will
game.
call a timeout.
Oh,
There was a flag. Was that a delay of
it's a
game
delay of game.
on the Vikings?
Coach LePan trying to argue his point.
As the Vikings weren't realizing the play call. They're again a bit confused.
At the Vikings 4-yard line.
Trips right, twins left. No one in the backfield. Vikings looking deep over the middle and incomplete. Intended receiver number 24, Ryder Huntsman. Pass broken up by number 6, Lincoln Frazier.
And the Vikings had a solid shot of keeping the clock draining, but of course with You know, they took that clock draining mentality too far, and they let a delay of game warning come, or not warning, but delay of game violation, and that's what causes this turnover right here.
A good punt by Derek Brinton. Gets dropped.
And
then
Luke
brought down.
Bills dove for that, was looking for it, but
Number 33, Lincoln Lee, hobbles off the field with a limp after, I assume, getting jumped on by Luke Bills there.
yeah, a little bit hard.
That will bring the Mighty Thunder offense back out with Silas Taumaupea. Is that
Tamaupeo.
Peo?
Snap is low as he throws it fast, and Huntsman, if he had one more second to prepare for that, could have intercepted it. Watch Huntsman here on the middle of your screen. And this pass could have gone right to him if he had just one more second to prepare and wasn't being held.
The intended receiver, Dylan Blakey, was just too far.
Dylan Blakey has done a lot for this Thunder squad this game. You see a lot of similar names happening here.
Yeah, the Thunder have been going to a lot of common targets. The Vikings having a couple in Ryder Huntsman, Tavake Wolfgram. I don't know if Carter Wilkes has got any so far.
Oh, well, he has is a bit of a kick return. That ball is sent too hard into double coverage. Ted receiver number 10, Sloan Sua. So we've seen Silas Tamaupeo. You know, he got like hurt for a second. He got slammed. And you saw JJ Latu come in just for a minute. Probably only threw like 2 passes before.
Yeah, it's almost the same thing as last game. He went 0 for 2.
Yeah, and then they immediately, was sent back.
Oh, I can highlight. Wow. Okay, that's how you say. I didn't realize I can do that and put the comment up there. That's great to know.
Tamaupeo, he's rushing.
Flag down on the play and a hard hit there coming from Vikings number 2. You got it on yours? Ethan. Yeah, Ethan Passy. Okay. I thought he was a different number, not number 2.
I missed the penalty call.
I did too.
Must have been on Westlake as they're moving backwards.
As it was a holding on the Westlake offense.
Holding on the defense, 10-yard penalty.
Will be a 10-yard penalty. Makes it 3rd and 20 with a ball on the 11-yard line.
Holding penalty on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay 3rd down.
Deep in Viking territory, not where you want to be with how good this Viking offense has been here.
Tamaupeo.
Dropping back, moving forward, steps through, throws. Pass is broken up by Jake Bills. He thought there was a flag for PI for a second. He was looking very confused as that will bring out the Thunder's special teams.
And here we go. Pleasant Grove almost reaching that threshold here of starting to,
Waste some
starting
time.
to close the coffin.
Yeah. They've definitely built the coffin.
It's fully built. The pine box has been built.
After return for the Vikings, number 24.
Ryder Huntsman to receive the punt. Punt is up, going back, lands at the 44 or 43, takes a huge roll to go to the 26.
Probably the biggest roll we've seen in favor of Westlake the whole game.
Yeah, they had a huge first bounce on that one, which led to a great first roll, which they've only had favorable bounces on these punts.
Yeah, and I think Huntsman thought about maybe catching it for a second, but realized that,
He was going to get blown up by a guy right on his left if he did.
and it was too late to call fair catch, which I
Yeah.
think you have to call before it's like halfway down its descent.
I think so.
Which, of
If
course,
not, it's something close to that.
yeah, and of course that's up to human error or something like that. It's hard.
Twins right, singles left. Timeout Vikings. We got 6:42 left on the clock as they use their second timeout of the second half. As the Vikings are just a bit confused on their play, want to talk about it.
Yeah, Coach LePan not liking what he's seeing on the field there with miscommunications and people just kind of like looking around. Like, I think we know what play we're running, but there's no extreme noise or anything, so they can't really, there's no like excuse really. And having 2 timeouts with 6:40 left in the fourth, that's an acceptable time to use one, I think. Especially when right now, if the Vikings can march down and score, that will effectively put the game away.
Yeah, especially depending on how much time they take to do that. If they do that in 1 or 2 plays, it could affect it less as it would if they march down in, say, 6 to 8 plays and take much more time off the clock. And if they go just over the middle and not getting many incomplete passes or going out of bounds, they're doing the row. Deep pass to the right, double coverage, and just out of reach.
To the left, but yes.
That is the right, or the left, sorry.
Hold up the 2 L's.
I haven't done that in so long. I haven't needed it in so long. 2nd and 10, ball on the 26, taking out Carter Wilkes, putting in Sky Merriweather. Twins right, single left. Merriweather in the hip. Comes over to lead block. Pass is thrown out of bounds. Or not out of bounds quite, but thrown away.
Yeah, thrown to nothing, really. As Westlake successfully blitzes in that, but that will stop the clock due to it. That's being an incomplete pass,
Yeah, well, they'll stop it at 6 minutes, 30 seconds. 3rd and 10. The Vikings really don't want a turnover here.
Yeah, that would not be ideal after some amazing defensive plays from the Viking, defense.
Yeah.
Throughout this half and quarter.
Vaque goes in motion. Fake handoffs, but he is blown up by number 8, Malik Willie Wua.
Malachi.
That does say Malachi. What did I say?
Lailua. Malik.
Malik? My bad.
Malachi Lailua, number 8. I think he was someone who started a couple of, mini scuffles there in the first half. He is a bit of a familiar face. So the Vikings facing a bit of a dilemma here. Of course, the clock is bleeding currently.
Yeah, 5:50 on the clock, 4th and 14 with the punt. Derek Brinton gets it up sky high, going back, lands at the 42.
Oh, and it takes a Westlake bounce, actually, and goes back another yard.
Oh,
Someone gets laid out. Something happened there. I think some player was coming over to be frustrated about that, but I'm not sure what really happened. There's been some hits, and
and another flag was just thrown, I believe, on the far side.
not sure for what. Could be a mad coach.
I don't know if he did throw it or there's definitely another flag down.
Coach LePan bringing all of his main guys together, like, hey, let's
Let's talk about
reconvene.
this.
Let's be like, okay, let's
take this time to make the game plan, finish out this game.
Yeah, you got to finish this game strong. If you can beat a 6A opponent that's ranked over 10 spots ahead of you,
that's a big
thing.
saying. It's a big saying.
Okay, they're 8 spots ahead of them in the state rankings, 33 to 25.
Close. Did Max Preps come out with those yet?
Yeah, that's this week.
Okay, I did not see that. I would have put those up.
The new rankings come out on Monday. Every day.
Okay.
Because some high schools occasionally will play a Saturday game and some will play a Thursday game.
Yeah, I know the Vikings do have a Wednesday and a Thursday game later on into the season.
I'm sure it's
There's some call on the offense.
I'm not sure what it could be.
A holding call. I don't know if there's any personal foul call or anything for the hit after the play.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They're going back pretty far here.
So it might have been a combination of both.
Oh, spot of the foul?
Under 17-yard line. First and 10.
First and 10 on the 17-yard line for the Westlake offense. 5 minutes 40 on the clock. Silas takes a snap, a bit of a low one, looks to his right, scrambles up the middle. He's got grass, takes another cut, 2 more, and gets brought down by Viking number 3, Derek Brinton.
And Clayton Lignell kind of wasn't able to bring him down. You know, he was able to get an extra 5 yards, and this isn't necessarily the fault of him, but the referee was right in front of him, and he had to run around him.
Another low snap, looking deep downfield on the right.
Oh, so close. Jake Bills. That's his second almost interception this quarter.
So close from Jake Bills.
And Silas Taumalpeo has not thrown an interception this game yet, even though
Very close.
he threw 2 in his home opener against Highland. Again, Highland was ranked 71st in the state.
Wow.
I mean,
What are they?
that would be
They're 5A, right?
Yes, and so that would be if you were to take every 6A, 5A, and 4A school and put them at the very bottom.
Yeah, I didn't know if they were 5A or 4A. Looks up the middle.
Peo, he gets dragged for a second.
Brought down by Viking number 38.
Ezra Velasquez. He's a freshman.
Really?
Are you sure it was number 38?
Yes. Or it might have been 39.
Michael Llewellyn. Now that's a senior. That would make
That's
more
a little bit
sense.
more believable.
I was like, what?
I thought his jersey must have scrunched up, and I saw the 9 as an 8.
The Llewellyn family has been in football for a long time.
Looks for a deep
Peo.
pass on the right, covered by Luke Bills, and out of reach. Both come tumbling down, a flag down. Are they going to call that pass interference? Let's take another look downfield at the 30-yard line.
You know, I don't want to
close.
be a PG bias, but it feels like that was incidental.
Accidental?
No, like incidental, like it happened only because they were like
they're
right
playing
on top
together?
of each other.
As
They're discussing it right now. If that were to happen, if the pass interference were called, it would be at spot of the foul, not.
and as it was a pass interference, but not at
But
the
that was
spot.
past 15 yards.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Maybe some rule change happened. There was a couple of rule changes, like with the mercy rule.
Yeah.
So something might have changed that we didn't hear of.
I could be mixing something up. There are
Yeah.
it might be a personal foul that happens after 15 yards.
Either way, it was a 15-yard penalty. Trips left.
Tamalpeo getting pressured. Jackson
Great
Robinson misses his
scramble.
snack.
Are you hungry? You got red so fast.
Oh, I'm laughing. That was funny. I'm so sorry. Jackson Morrison misses the sack attempt, but pass is incomplete. It's going to be second and 10, but they're lining up way back there. I guess they're just discussing from far away.
You got so red so quick. You were laughing for 5 seconds. And you were
It was a
red.
It was a funny mistake to make, I think.
Trips left, single right. Looks to be just about the same.
Fail.
Getting blitzed, going up the middle, scrambles, pulls
Step
back,
back.
fires, and is caught. Whoa!
I can't
Running
believe
up
it.
the middle, number 24. Kaylin Sumfong Fakity with a great reception. I didn't get the catch, but I got the run after with the replay. That's good for a Thunder first down.
They're marching down the field here. Pleasant Grove has got to show their defense one last time. Even though it's averages through one game, theoretically, Taumapeo is due for an interception. He sends
Right
it.
side.
Oh my God! I can't believe this! Jake Bill's interception! I can't believe it!
As you're talking about it, oh my goodness. Third time's the charm for Jake.
Jake Bills gets the interception.
I can't tell if there's a player down or he's upset. I believe, oh no, he's up.
I think he's just disappointed.
A great interception by Jake Bills, and then picks up a good amount of yardage right after, puts the ball on the 26. 3:44 on the clock as the Vikings come out on offense. That was a huge, huge shift going towards the Vikings. Handoff up
to
the
Drew
middle.
Jensen.
Gets brought down at the line of scrimmage.
I think we'll see plenty of handoff plays as that keeps the clock bleeding. And wow, I'm on a, that was a crazy play.
That was a crazy call.
I know, and you know, it might have just been yelling. I don't know if that was tangible, but wow, Jake Bills intercepts him. The second I say that Taumapeo might be due for one. And he almost gets, you know, not a perfect game, but, you know, a non-interception game. But now he's going to be averaging 1.5 interceptions a game after this. If he doesn't throw another one, of course.
Wolfgram with the run up the middle. Stopped at the line of scrimmage again, as I believe a timeout was called. Yeah, a Westlake timeout to stop the clock. Will make it 3rd and 10 for the Vikings. Ball still on the 34-yard line.
I believe Westlake called that timeout in order to stop the clock from bleeding. Sorry.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
I said that.
Sorry, I was in my own world for a second there, thinking like, oh man, did
No,
I
you're
yell
good.
too loud?
I was just about to say, if anyone has our numbers, please text us if they're watching and tell us if it was just a bunch of screaming or you understood what happened.
Yeah, I've yelled before, but man, that was crazy.
Twins right, or equal formation, handoff up the middle again. He's got a bit of room, picks up 6 yards, a flag down on the play.
Not sure what it could be. Vake, I don't know if he's trying to run out of bounds or not.
I believe
don't think he would.
got down right before he got out of bounds.
Which is actually
no, he
in-
didn't.
That would be in Pleasant Grove's favor.
But what I was going to say during that timeout, I saw a couple of things on Instagram, TikTok, Alta High, their student section is insane. Like, hold up. I just saw one a second ago. Let me show it to you, Jack. They had a whiteout, and they posted it, and it was really good. They've been considered one of the best student sections in Utah for quite a while.
I believe it. That is a pretty insane video. I wish we could show it on stream if we just had it. It's not like inappropriate, but going for the punt here almost gets blocked. I'm not gonna lie, that was gonna be crazy.
Derek Brinton gets a good punt. Does it stay in bounds? It does! My goodness.
Pretty much a perfect punt there, picked up by Fisher Baldwin.
I was barely able to stay on the sideline.
I heard some stuff about the home opener for Alta against Springville. There was a big fight.
Oh, there was. I was going to say their student section was also insane.
It was insane, but there was a big fight, after which a kid picked up another kid and threw him. And I'm pretty sure he got concussed to the point that he couldn't remember where he was.
Wow.
And had to be taken away from the game, and there was some controversy about that. Courtesy of my friends from Springville, they showed me the video.
Silas Taumaupeo back out on the field, getting pressure, drops back, steps through the pocket, still going, gets a block, changes directions again, and brought down after picking up a couple of yards there.
And you know, I think that was one too many direction changes from Silas Taumaupeo, as he could have stuck with it and maybe been, you know, dragged down by Corbin Robbins, but could have gotten an extra 2-3 yards out of that play.
As a penalty marker immediately, deep pass, broken up and unable to be caught. Double coverage as a couple of people slow to get up. As by the referees pointing, I'm assuming it's on Westlake. I'm unfamiliar with that.
They do that as if it was, as if the penalty was declined.
I don't remember what it is, but
Did you hear what he said?
illegal shift.
Oh,
It was called an
movement.
illegal shift.
Okay. So he had two people in motion, or?
No, I believe it's just an illegal setup after a motion.
Okay.
Pass caught over the middle, brought down quick by Derek
Immediately.
Brinton.
That was Kaysen Brindley, the wide receiver, defensive back, sophomore for Westlake.
We haven't heard much from him so far. Hurry up offense, quickly gets it down, looking over the middle and thrown into no man's land. Not sure why Robinson didn't do much.
Kind of a Robbins?
Yeah, Corbin Robbins, number 16.
We called him Robinson.
Oh, I keep doing that.
It's
I
okay, it's
apologize. It feels so much more natural than Robbins.
I like Robbins, though.
I like it too. I just always catch myself saying Robinson,
Yeah.
just because that's a lot more common.
And Corbin Robbins put some absolute work in on this game. Didn't have any of the touchdowns or many, you know, passes to him, but he did have some good handoffs.
He had a couple. I know he had one screen pass as brought down rather quick.
They also ran Wildcat with him one time, and it wasn't, didn't really amount to much.
Thrown over the middle, caught for the first down by number 3, brought down by a Viking. Number 0, sorry. Wignell getting the tackle there.
It was Cohen Flinders for the Westlake Thunder.
A
The
wide receiver, GB Jr.
Yeah.
I didn't even see the play started. I didn't realize they were going that quick.
Yeah, I mean, Westlake's got to play hurry up right now.
Yeah, a minute 16 on the clock as there is a penalty.
Westlake scooting back as if they know it was on them.
Another illegal shift.
Illegal shift on the offense.
Twice
in 3 plays.
So interesting.
Or 4 plays, sorry. Trips left, Twins right. Looking for it, getting pressured, steps up in the pocket, has got some room, and a couple of Vikings collide. Tyler, where did I get that from? Jackson Mortensen, that's very different, Jackson and Tyler.
I believe it was Jackson and Clayton.
Yeah, I was gonna get that. I don't know why I said Tyler.
Let's go for Silas Tamapeo.
Trips left, Twins right again. Deep pass into coverage and just overthrown as Ethan Passy is not able to get there. He was the closest man for the interception.
Could have theoretically been caught by Ryder Huntsman as well. The students are gathering.
Are they going to storm the field? Is that what they're doing?
I think they want to.
I see Zach Nelson down there guiding them, so.
Well, yeah, he's. Just don't run on the field before the game's over or before handshakes are given.
Yes.
Those are the rules, and yeah, that's pretty much.
And be respectful.
Of course.
Getting pressured.
Pass is complete, actually.
Hard hit by Ligno.
Yeah, rough hit to then a spin around slip. You can see here.
Wow.
Yeah, interesting. It doesn't even feel like a movement that would happen. Tamapeo trying to redeem his legacy as that's a high pass caught.
By 24, Kaylin Soundbound Faculty.
I believe it's just Facty, not Faculty.
Facty? Okay. As a bunch of whistles, I believe a timeout by Westlake with 19.6 on the clock. This game is just about over. Got probably 2 more plays to go.
19.6.
And they don't have another timeout, so they gotta really be quick about this if they want to get anything productive done.
You'll probably see some quarterback spikes if there's an incomplete pass. I believe Silas just doesn't want to get shut out. That's the goal here. This will be the first time this score ever occurs in a game, 14-0. The other 2 shutouts were, the other shutouts have been 7-0, 56-0, and 17-0.
I thought the first one was also 14, not 17.
It could have been 17. We had 3 different tries at a field goal.
Yeah. None of them able to go in.
Yeah, the score could theoretically be 23-0 right now.
Tight formation, looking downfield, getting some pressure.
Scrambling.
Caught for a first down by 24.
Zumfong Facti.
There you go, you got it. That's good for a first down as he ran out of bounds just in time.
I think they really want that.
I mean, they're making it downfield rather quick. They're getting it going. Trips left, single right, max pressure over the middle and just low for Ryder Huntsman, unable to be caught.
1 play left, 5.5 seconds. They're gonna, I assume, put it in Hail Mary formation, which is trips left, Tibbles right.
Twins.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
They're gunning for it, you know. They want it. And I
they
respect
want
it.
those 6.
I respect it. They'll let them try for that 7th, too.
Timeout Vikings.
Trying to ice their quarterback, I guess.
They still snap the ball.
I don't think that's really a problem, right?
Yeah, Jackson Mortensen still went in after the ball was snapped. I guess, I don't know if no one realized that there was a timeout or.
But it's
something.
more just instinct at that point.
Yeah. You see the ball move, you go.
Yeah.
There's 2 people in the middle of the Viking student section.
They're just still.
Where the Viking student section should be, but everyone's down on the walkway and the stairs, and no one participated in the chant besides them. Well, there's a couple of people.
Yeah. You know, they're just excited for this game, and it's kind of dragging a little bit right now. Tamapeo's got trips right in a clump. He looks for it. In the pocket. Getting blitzed. He sends it
on
deep.
the left, and that will do it.
And that's a win for the Vikings, first of the season. 14-0. A win against the mighty Westlake Thunder. A formidable opponent, as we've talked about. Silas Tamalpeo is a 93.8 QBR. That is really high compared to Cannon's 41.4. That's got to go up after this week. As
Easily by a
Cannon
lot.
performed well again, you know, and maybe he was probably consistent, if not better, than a completion percentage of 56.567. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
You know, so last game he has 17 of 30 attempts, you know, and I don't know. I just think that it's overall, this was a great game for the Vikings. They proved that they can march down the field and score when they need to, but there were some things, particularly field goals. They need to be worked on in any way possible. I don't know if it's to blame the kicker or to blame the line,
situation or something that going on,
or to blame the offensive or, you know, the opposing team's defensive line, you know? Westlake's D-line, especially on kick blocks, they seemed pretty good. They seemed, you know, choking almost. Like they right in there on everybody. So it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one for the Thunder. But let's talk about the Vikings here for a second. They perform when needed, and they do a phenomenal job. You know, they get their 14 points, and it's well earned.
Yeah, they had a great showing compared to their 16-36 loss versus the American Fort Cavemen. They scored less, but there was a lot more defensive plays made this game from both teams, as well as the first offensive touchdown from the Vikings.
It's true. Two of the first. We had a pass and a handoff. So an amazing 60-yard touchdown from Tavake Wolfgram as the students rushed the field. And they couldn't be happier for their classmates, friends, and peers as this school comes together after so much adversity of seasons.
And
I mean, the seniors right now watch their sophomore year as this team's, their friends, went 1-10.
Twice. Or no,
Well,
just once. Sorry.
And then the next year they go 4-7 with some, you know, absolutely heartbreaking losses.
Yeah.
A loss where against Green Canyon, who is our next week's opponent, by the way, last year Green Canyon, who is North Logan, came down to Pleasant Grove, and it came down to the final play. Pleasant Grove could have won in overtime, but they were going for the tie. You know, they're going for a PAT for the win, for the tie, sorry. And it gets blocked. I was standing on the sideline down there on that 5-yard line as I watched that happen, and I fell to my knees. It was a unfortunate thing to happen, but let's not focus on that. Let's focus on the fact that the Vikings win tonight in a great defensive performance. As you saw them you saw them stop them with that, like, they bring the chains out. They practically had to bring the card out to see if it was touching.
Yeah, that was super close, but great defense from the Vikings all throughout today to have the shutout, the fourth shutout against Westlake since 2013, and they break the two-game loss streak versus Westlake.
They make their overall record against Westlake 11-3 in the last, 13 years-ish. So they've played each other pretty much every year since
2013.
Yep. Yeah, just every year since 2013. Of course, Westlake was founded in 2009, but they were 4A, moved up to 5A when 5A used to be the highest in Utah, and they moved to 6A when 6A was created in 2017. So, overall, great showing from Pleasant Grove. Make sure to tune in next week against Green Canyon up in Logan.
Yeah, at Green Canyon, we should be there.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Now, this is not a PGSN promise, but it's as close to one as you can get, that the broadcast will most likely be happening. And if not, always look for news on our Instagram at _PGSN_. You will be able to find us with all of our clips from our various editors and various things. I'll also give out news about the Vikings and all of the things that are going down. The big takeaway I have here is that we freaked out when Jake Bills had that interception. What an incredible
right after
play.
you called it. He's due for an interception. He's almost due for an interception. 3 seconds later, throws one to Jake Bills, who almost had 2 more.
Two more.
Throughout the game. They were just through his hands.
Yeah, super close. A lot of close calls with Westlake. A lot of hard fouls, some chippiness. And, Westlake, they gotta bound together and figure out what they're going to do next week. If we check real quick on who they're going to be playing. Stand by.
Pulling up max preps as we speak.
Westlake will play Olympus High in Salt Lake City at home next week. So Olympus, another 5A school.
I don't know how they've been doing the last couple of years. I haven't looked into that.
They're not great at football, historically. So we'll have to see. They're great at basketball, actually. So we'll have to see. And then they have to go play a hard team. They have to go play Bingham after that. And Bingham is hard.
Bingham has been good the last 3 or 4 years.
If we want to talk about a team that Pleasant Grove that is Pleasant Grove's kryptonite, less than Lone Peak, it's Bingham.
Or American Forks.
Since 2004, Pleasant Grove hasn't ever beaten Bingham.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Got GK Jared coming up saying hi. Shout out to him.
I'll have to talk to him in a second here. I haven't seen that guy in a long time. But, overall takeaways is this was a great game, great showing from the Vikings. Showing their defense, they have prowess. They got talent. Jackson Mortenson's a great lineman. He's a great two-way player. He plays both lines. That's a lot of work.
He plays almost every single snap of the game.
And Kenan Jacobson redeemed himself from last game, from being subbed out to playing the whole time and making some great plays and throwing some solid passes.
Yeah, he didn't have any interceptions today. It was a great showing out of him from what we saw last year and last week as well.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see. So make sure to tune in next week at Green Canyon. And, of course, we'll try our best to be there. But for now, we thank you for watching so much. This has been Jack Barnard.
And Boston Harding.
And this is PGSN signing off for the night. Thank you.